Hello students. In the last class, we studied the poem If I Was a Tree, written by Mudnakadu Chinnaswamy. Today, let us see the summary of the same poem If I Was a Tree. Mudnakadu Chinnaswamy is a popular Kannada poet. Poetry is his passion. He has also written several works in other genre of literature. His interests range from culture and theatre to social work. He is widely translated into many Indian languages apart from English, Spanish, and Hebrew. If I Was a Tree exposes the complex evil caste system in Indian society. The poet wishes that he would be happy born as a tree instead of a human being, for mankind practices even now this inhumane discrimination based on caste. In contrast, the poet finds recourse with nature, which she thinks does not discriminate against any creature of size, color, gender, or habitat. Mudnakadu Chinnaswamy wished to be a tree because, unlike a human born into a low caste family, a tree does not face any discrimination or act of defilement. Mudnakadu Chinnaswamy vents out of his sufferings, disappointments, and frustrations through his poem If I Was a Tree. He protests against this cruel social system. The caste system has troubled fellow humans by separating them and creating barriers for centuries. Living in today's world, education empowers us. So, the poet here tries to tell that education must liberate us. Education must give us the broad thoughts. It should bring us out of our narrow-mindedness and make us broad-minded to think that all humans are equal. The Constitution forbids anyone from practicing discrimination based on caste. Our Constitution does not discriminate any human being. In the view of Constitution, each and every human being is equal. Nevertheless, the complex network of politics, bureaucracy, and stereotyped mindsets seldom allow us to eradicate it completely. So, it is our political system. For their own selfish motives, politicians, they discriminate among human beings. Bureaucracy and stereotyped mindsets. We have very conservative people, narrow-minded people, our own age-old thoughts, and all these things make us to, they stop us from eradicating this evil system completely. The poet wants to be born as a tree, as the tree wouldn't be asked what caste it belonged before it built its nest. So, no bird asks any tree, I want to build a nest on you, but what caste you are? Does any bird ask any tree like this? No. When the sunlight embraced the tree, the shadow wouldn't feel defiled. Nature would accept without any discrimination. The tree's friendship with the cool breeze and the leaves would be sweet. The raindrops wouldn't withdraw, taking for a dog eater, which is very bad treatment to a fellow human being. He is also human being, his blood is also red, and the other person who is considered to be a higher class person, his blood is also red. Then why to discriminate? He also has the same features: two legs, two hands, two eyes, one nose, one mouth, one head, one face, two ears. Then where is the discrimination? So, nature has made no discrimination, and who are we to make that discrimination? And such only based on color and caste, we make a class of people as a, or we treat a class of people as a lower class people and treat them as dog eaters, which is very cruel and very cheap behavior. The mother earth wouldn't flee shouting for a bath when the tree spreads its branches. He ironically says that the sacred cow would scrape her body on the bark of the tree. Thousands of gods sheltering inside her body would touch the tree without any hesitation. That means God, even God, has not made any discrimination. When the cow, which is the holy animal for us Hindus, such a cow, such a godly animal, such a holy animal, when it comes and scrapes its body against the bark of a tree, 300,000 gods, what we believe, reside in a cow. All those gods come and touch the tree. This is an ironical statement he makes here. The poet hopes that a tree hacked into pieces of dry wood will still be pure, burning in the holy pyre. Such a tree will become wood, and such wood, that wood would be used for the holy pyre, home, havana, what we call, For such holy pyre, they will be used, and even the wood is made pure. Wood is considered pure, and you treat human beings as impure and low caste or dog eaters. So, as a tree, he can still become pure. It is far better to be a tree or wood instead of becoming a human being. We can see, we can feel the pain, the agony, what the poet might have suffered as a human being. Or as pieces of wood, he would do a sacred job of carrying a sinless body as a bier borne by 4 good men. Conclusion. The poem brings out the concepts of defilement and purification through the imagery of the tree and the holy cow. The poem is satirical of inhuman caste system. It attempts to convey that defilement and purification are unethical and prejudiced. It is satirical. Satire is mocking at somebody, indirectly telling somebody that what you are doing is wrong. So the poet through this poem is telling a class of people who are treating one class of people as untouchables, dog eaters, and so and so. So such people, you're telling such people indirectly that whatever is going in this society is wrong. Okay, so that is called as a satire, and this poem is a satirical in nature. It is a satire against the evil system of casteism. The poem concludes stressing that if nature makes no discrimination, raindrops, sun, breeze, all leaves, trees, cow, all these, the elements of nature, they don't make any discrimination among human beings. And if nature itself, God himself, is not making any discrimination, there shall be no such practice in human society too. So he gives the example of nature, God, and he says when these are not making any discrimination, and so there should not be any discrimination in the society also. All are equally blessed with rights and privileges. So every human being has equal rights and privileges. Thank you so much.